Julio Altamirano was 15 years old, a kid from Albuquerque trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. Then one night, a drug deal went sideways and 2 teenagers ended up tortured, shot 28 times combined, and buried in a shallow desert grave. Here's how a Snapchat video turned a follower into a convicted killer serving life in prison. December 2018, Albuquerque, New Mexico. 2 teenagers go missing. 14-year-old Ahmed Latif and 15-year-old Colin Romero. No one saw them leave their houses. No one had any information about where they went. 2 weeks later, authorities found them buried in a shallow grave in the desert. The autopsy revealed they'd been tortured before being executed. Ahmed shot 19 times. Colin shot 9 times. Detectives had no leads, no witnesses, nothing. Until a Snapchat video surfaced online. The video showed 3 people savagely beating Ahmed and Colin in the backseat of a car. 19-year-old Stephen Goldman, 22-year-old Jimmy Atkins, and 15-year-old Julio Altamirano, the youngest of the 3. A kid who was about to learn that following orders doesn't make you innocent. Police identified the trio and issued arrest warrants. Julio was the first one they found.
Oh.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hey, Fafa. What's up, bro? I'm Carter.
Alright.
I'm the homicide detective.
Okay.
I just want to run a few things past you and talk to you for a few minutes. I know these guys has already talked to you.
Yeah.
February 9th, 2019. Detectives took Julio back to the scene of the crime. They wanted him to walk them through exactly what happened that night. And Julio was willing to talk. He had his mother sitting right next to him. He thought cooperation would help him. He thought if he just explained his side of the story, maybe they'd understand. Maybe they'd go easy on him. He was wrong.
So just kind of run me through the whole thing. And I know you already kind of told him the whole thing.
Okay.
But from the time that y'all first hooked up with Colin and Ahmed, kind of just run me through it.
Wait, like, what do you mean, though?
Well, from the first time that when y'all went over there to pick up the ounce or half ounce,
Yeah.
just kind of forward.
Just kind of hash out everything we talked about last night.
So he got in and we were weighing it. It wasn't full. It wasn't a full.
It wasn't a full
ounce. It was, or whatever. Yeah.
Was it supposed to be an ounce or half ounce?
I don't know. It was
Okay.
whatever they were getting.
So they didn't think it was.
It wasn't full. It wasn't. And then he's like, "Where's the other half?" And then that's when he started acting all weird.
Ahmed?
Yeah, that's when he acted all weird. And then that's when they're like, "What?" They're like, "That's weird. Like, why wouldn't you bring it all?" And then that's when they told me to hit him. And then
Who told you to hit him?
Calypso.
Okay.
And then that's when we drove off, and then we started driving and smoked. Then they were like, Flex would reach over and hit them, and then
How would he hit him?
just like just reach back.
His fist?
Yeah, with
So-
his fist or his pistol or something.
Let's stop for a second. Let me just ask you a quick question. Run me through where everybody was sitting in the vehicle.
Right there.
So you're in the right rear.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, so they're in the back seat. Who's sitting closest to the door?
Colin.
Colin is closest to the door. Ahmed's in the center.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and who's sitting here in the front?
Flex.
Flex, and then Calypso is driving.
The story Julio told was simple. Ahmed and Colin were new to the streets. They wanted to make quick money selling drugs. That night, they were supposed to sell weed to Calypso, Flex, and Julio, a straightforward deal. But Calypso decided he wanted more than what he paid for, so he pulled a gun, and everything went wrong from there. Julio claimed he was just following orders, that he only punched the teens because Calypso and Flex told him to, that he didn't want to be there, that he was scared, but the detectives weren't buying it, not completely, because there was one question that kept coming up. Did Julio pull the trigger?
Now, I need you to be quite honest with me about this, okay? And it may be difficult, especially with your mom in here, okay? But I got to ask you, all right? Did you have a gun?
No.
You didn't have any gun with you? Okay. Did you?
They had a gun, but I took it from them, and then Flex took it from me. He took it from me.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Okay? It's not going to change your status with us.
Okay.
Okay? did you or did they make you shoot them at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't pull a trigger?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
I have to ask.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask.
Okay.
We just want to make sure.
Because
Okay.
here's the thing. If we talk to them and they go, oh, hell no, it was Fafa that pulled the trigger, I gotta ask the question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I have something when they say that he did,
Yeah.
that,
You're going to go off of...
that's weird because he's saying that he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've got to ask that question.
I did not. They did this.
Julio insisted he never fired a shot, but he admitted to everything else. April 30th, 2019. Detectives sat down with Julio again. They'd reviewed the Snapchat video frame by frame. This time, his mother was there again, sitting silently, listening to her son describe acts of violence that no parent should ever hear.
You know, I've got the videos, right? Okay. So you kind of minimized, and I figured you did, a little bit of what you told us the first time, right? Okay. Not all cops are bad. Some are, but I'm just saying. Okay? Like I said, if you wouldn't have come in today, talk to me.
Oh,
That's it.
Yeah.
Told him.
Yeah. So when I call and I need to talk to you,
Talk.
okay? If I'm coming after you,
He's not gonna
you're
tell
not
you.
gonna know,
Okay.
okay? So just listen, okay? And you need to listen to her because I'm gonna tell you right now, one of two things is gonna happen. You're gonna be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be 6 feet under.
The detective wasn't playing games anymore. He needed the full story. And slowly, Julio began to reveal what really happened.
What I understand is Goldman was setting up the weed deal,
Uh-huh.
okay? Who was he setting it up with? Colin or
I think it
or
was
Latif?
I think it was Latif.
Okay. So, and they were wanting to buy a gun.
They were wanting to buy a gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I understand, Goldman says, yeah, why you want a gun? And whoever he was setting it up with, Colin or Ahmed, said, this dude robbed me.
And he was trying to get back at them?
And he was gonna get the gun to take revenge on the
Yeah,
robbery.
I heard that too.
Okay. Do you know who robbed him?
The kids?
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know that. No.
Because that's what got him killed, I believe. Because he told Goldman that some dude by the name of Flex did it.
Okay, yeah. So there's two flexes. There's two flexes out here.
Okay.
This other guy, Flex, he's like he looks exactly like this Flex.
Really?
Yeah. And I think that's who did it too.
What?
That robbed him, yeah.
So there's two
There's
different
two
flexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Like remember in the beginning when this all happened, they were posting that other Flex. They were posting him all over Facebook.
Oh, really?
Rico something.
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
That's Flex.
So
the
he
other
goes
Flex.
by Flex also.
He does look like.
Ah,
That's
okay.
why they got it mixed up. Like in the beginning, that's who they were thinking Flex was, but that is Flex. But there's another Flex.
So it's a different Flex.
Yeah. And I'm pretty.
Wow.
I think.
And see, that's what I'm thinking that kind of caused this because, of course, Calypso is friends with Flex.
Yeah.
The
He's
other
think
Flex.
no, this
Oh,
Flex
Yeah.
thinking
I thought he
that.
was friends with the other Flex too.
They are.
There's a picture
Are they?
of them
friends?
together.
Yeah, they're
aren't they?
friends.
So, what it sounds like to me is that y'all hit them first before they could hit Flex.
Oh,
Oh, like revenge
like if we were doing it
for the
for
other Flex.
For whoever, whichever Flex.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it was. Ahmed and Colin weren't just robbed over weed. They'd been planning to buy a gun to get revenge on someone who had robbed them. It was a case of mistaken identity that cost two teenagers their lives.
So, to your best knowledge, were they dead at that point? Or were they alive?
They were making noises, but I couldn't really say, but I'm pretty sure he I feel like he was, but not for not that long.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I feel like no.
Okay.
Ahmed and Colin were still alive when Julio helped load them into the trunk. And Julio did nothing to help them. He followed orders. He helped dispose of the bodies. And then he went home like nothing happened. After the murders, Julio thought maybe they'd get away with it. They drove to a gas station near Tramway and Central to fill up the tank. Then they headed back toward the city. But before they did, Calypso made Ahmed do something that would haunt the investigation for weeks.
What happened to Ahmed's telephone?
He threw it out. He threw it out the window, but then he made him log in on his phone. He made him log in on Flex's phone, and then you know how that's how they said that they seen the snap map in the Mesa, because they made him log in on their snap
On Flex's?
on Flex's phone.
Yeah. But into their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to get more weed or something. I don't know.
Trying to make him get more weed?
Yeah, just keep getting more stuff, and I'm already this is greedy. This is already greedy.
Calypso forced Ahmed to send messages from Flex's phone, trying to lure more victims, trying to get more drugs. After the killings, Calypso called for help.
Once you put the kids back in the trunk, you go where?
Ooh, we start driving. Then he starts flipping out. What do I do? No. And then he's like, who will help me? Who will help me? And then he's like, where's your uncle? And I was like, he's probably sleeping or whatever. Because it was like 6, it was like 8. He calls him up and he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he was just driving around. He's like, meet me ASAP. I got 2. And my uncle's like, what? He's like, I'm not saying it on the phone. Just meet me. I got two in my trunk.
Anthony Aragon, Julio's uncle, agreed to meet them. He didn't call the police. He didn't try to stop them. Instead, he helped them cover it up. They drove to Calypso's house, where even Calypso's father, Stephen Goldman Jr., got involved. Together, they began destroying evidence.
He's like, start cleaning out the car, Fafa. And I was like, what do you want me to clean? And he's like, just take out all their clothes, just put it in a bag. And I was like, all right. So I put it in a bag, and then he takes it from me, he gives it to Flex. And then he gives it to
So did you all go back to Calypso's house at that point?
But down the road, and we parked right behind each other.
Okay.
We're just sitting there in the car, and he's like, they're just talking. They're like, Dad, and this is where I hear it. They're just parking. They park next to each other after I cleaned out the back seat or whatever. And then he's like, he puts the guns in the trunk. And
of which car?
My uncle's rental.
Okay.
He puts them in the trunk, and then me and Calypso get into his car.
Into
my uncle's. And my uncle gets into the Buick.
To the Buick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Flex and him, they drive off. And then,
was his dad around at that point?
Yeah.
Was he telling his dad anything?
Him and his dad went into his dad's room, started talking, and not cleaning tools. Not cleaning tools. He has like a case, like a case that you can put it in.
Oh.
Like a tool bag, for a gun.
Okay.
And he for kind of a lot of guns, and then he puts them in there, and he starts wiping them down, and he's like, what are you about to do with these, Dad? And he's like, I don't know. I just need to take them off of you. I'm taking them from you, and then
Goldman's dad took those guns to get rid of them.
Calypso's father knew what had happened, and instead of turning his son in, he helped him hide the evidence. The guns were wiped down and hidden, and the bodies were reburied deeper in the desert to prevent discovery. For a few days, Julio thought they might actually get away with it. But then the news broke. Their faces were plastered all over social media.
Woke me up from my sleep, like, get up. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, we gotta go. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, let's go, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, so I'm waking up. I put my sweats on. And I'm barely getting up. I'm like, what's happening, bro? And he shows me the phone, and it has both of their faces on it. on the crime watch or whatever, and I was like, what is it saying or whatever, and it's just like, that they're missing and that the last person they were with was me, and I need to leave. So I was like, all right.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, dude, where are you? Where are we going? And he was just like, let's just. He's like, well, we need to find Flex. We need to find Flex. And we picked up Flex from I don't know where. I don't know where he was. Yeah, I think he was at one of his homies' house or something. We picked him up. He's like, we gotta go. How much money you got on him? He's like, at least 200. I had like 500. He had like 800 or some shit. Calypso. And he's like, all right, bet. We're gonna take a trip.
They slept in Anthony's rental car for days. Anthony showed up furious, demanding his car back. He knew the rental would be traced back to him, and fast. But it was too late. The Snapchat video had been found. The police were closing in, and one by one, the crew started falling. Julio stayed behind, waiting for the inevitable knock on the door. And when it came, he did the one thing he thought might save him. He cooperated. He told detectives everything. He pointed the finger at Calypso and Flex. He claimed he was just the scared kid following orders. But there was one problem. The evidence told a different story. February 2023, the trial finally began. And Julio learned that cooperation doesn't equal innocence, because during the trial, new evidence emerged.
Bad news about all of that?
Well, it's coming up.
It may.
See?
But here's the worst part. It's federal.
Yep.
Pharmacies are federal. DEA. Federal charges. Okay? And I know that
you think I could still get in trouble just for being with them?
you could.
Bad news, fucking.
But again, with you being honest with me,
Yeah.
I think that'll help you.
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be straight up.
You know what I
honest
was
with
looking
that, 'cause
for
that was
when I
just straight.
found that?
What?
Because my brother said that they had video.
Of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking it up on
Oh, they
YouTube.
do.
Yeah?
It's horrible.
No, but on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know about
looking for it
that.
on-
Somebody probably leaked it out.
I was looking
But-
for it on YouTube, and I came
And that's
across
what you
that
found?
shit.
Yeah. It was casino security
Oh,
on your brother and the rest of them.
when we were talking the other day, he's like, I regret it so much. I'm like, dude, I told your ass not to go. He tried to take me with, he wanted me to go. I said, hell no.
Julio admitted to being involved in multiple pharmacy robberies across state lines. They'd hit locations in Albuquerque, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. Federal charges were added to his case, and any sympathy the jury might have had for the 15-year-old evaporated. Throughout the trial, Julio's mother sat silently. She showed no emotion as her son described beating 2 teenagers to death. She blamed her brother Anthony for everything, but the damage was done. Julio had made his choices, and now he had to face the consequences. Calypso tried to shift all the blame onto Julio and Flex, but the Snapchat video didn't lie. All 3 of them were guilty, and the jury saw it. For the families of Ahmed Latif and Colin Romero, the trial was a painful reminder of what their sons had endured. May 1st, 2023, Stephen Goldman Jr., Jimmy Atkins, and Julio Altamirano were convicted of kidnapping, armed robbery, and tampering with evidence. They were each sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms, up to 60 years before the possibility of parole. Stephen Goldman Sr. pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence. 4 years. Julio was 15 when he helped murder Ahmed and Colin. He'll be at least 75 before he's eligible for parole, if he ever gets out at all. He thought he was just following orders. Julio Altamirano wanted to fit in with the wrong crowd. He followed orders, participated in torture, and helped cover up a double murder. Now he's serving 2 life sentences. Sometimes the cost of belonging is everything. But what happens when the person giving the orders is supposed to protect you? When a badge becomes a weapon? That's the story we're covering next. Subscribe. Every choice has a consequence.